Well, hello guys, this is John from Amen Acres Homestead. We're going to take all of these and make some elderberry syrup. And why am I making elderberry syrup today? Because it's healing properties it has, and I believe it's very good at fighting against cold and flus. And my wife and I take this off and on during the winter time just to help us get through. Quick disclaimer here, me or my wife are not medical professionals. We do our own research and study on this stuff and just want to be able to do stuff naturally to help keep from getting sick during winter times. Elderberry syrup is really good with vitamin C. It's been known to just knock out colds real quick. Some of the stuff going in it, I wrote it down because I can't remember it all. Some of the stuff that going into it, the echinacea flowers, they also help with the shortening of the durations and they will reduce symptoms. They will help with sore throats. Yarrow, which I'm putting in there, it's an anti-viral herb. Mullen's been known to dry up inflammation in the lungs and help with all that and throat issues again. Again, the elderberries are high in vitamin C and other stuff to help them out. And then at the end I put honey in it to help with the taste, and it also coats and soothes your sore throats. And I'll take about a small teaspoon every day for a while. If I get real sick I might take 2, but I don't try to take more than 1 a day. So let's start off. We use dried elderberries that I can get off of some stores around here. You can also get these off Amazon. You can, if you know somebody, you can get a hold of fresh ones. That's a little bit better, but I use a 1/2 cup, and I'll take a saucepan, put these in there. Another thing that you can also do, and I do every once in a while, is if you like hot teas and you make your own teas and use the little mesh balls for teas, you can take and put just a little bit, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon or something in there with it too, and that'll just keep going through the winter time. 2 cups of water will go on top of that. And then I use 2 tablespoons each of the echinacea, the mullein, the yarrow, and cinnamon. And then you can either use whole cloves or I use ground clove too, and I'll put about a 1/4 teaspoon of that in there. We again, we buy most of our herbs from a local shop here. If you've got it, you can dry it and you can make your own. That's even better. Mulleins a kind of a natural, a lot of people call it a weed, but it's got a lot of good properties in there for you. So if you can find that out in somebody that you know's got a farm or something, say, hey, I wouldn't mind getting some of that. Would you allow me to harvest it and dry it? The cloves that this brand that we've been getting is super strong. It's puts a lot of good flavors out. And I will take just a spoon, get that stuff pretty stirred up in there, try to get it all mixed up. That's sometimes the fun part because it wants to float on top of the water, trying to get it to mix in. You want to do this on a medium low. The one thing that I found, and that's what I've read with several different people, when you're doing these, you'll see some that say boil it. my personal opinion, and I've seen a lot of them, don't boil it. It actually makes it a little bitter. And you lower the heat where you can get it where it just starts to steam a little bit and let it go, you're better off. Now, I'm going to let this go for about 30 minutes, steaming and kind of simmering, and I'll keep stirring it every once in a while, kind of keep an eye on it. Don't want it to burn to the bottom of the pan. And then we'll come back when this thing's done simmering. I'll show you what it looks like at the end. We'll set me a timer for 30 minutes. And if you get that 30 minutes and you think it needs a little bit more time, you just don't want to let it burn. Stick around to the end. We'll see this. I'll show you how to put it all together in a jar and everything. And I'm also going to put a copy of my recipe on the end there. That's about the way you want it right there. See how it's steaming? And it's getting hot, but it's not getting hot to boil. This is about 8 minutes in. Now after your 30 minutes of simmering, you'll see that it's cooked up those berries and plumped them up, and it also has evaporated some of the water. So when you get done, you should have right at a cup of fluid left. Now comes the fun part of straining it out. Use one of these metal strainers, but I always also line it with cheesecloth. Get it down in there where it's on the bottom. And then you just slowly pour it in and watch about splashing. You want to get all that down in there. Now there's still a lot of juice in this stuff here, so I just kind of sit here and smash it. Try and smash as much as that juice and all that stuff out of it. You can kind of see some of that juice, see how it's coming out of there. I'll let this sit here till it all cools off to about room temperature, and we'll come back and we'll get this put together. Alright, now we're going to put this in a jar for storage and everything. I'm going to show you how I kind of do that, but I'm going to zoom you in close so you can see everything here. I just use a regular pint jar to store this stuff in. Use a funnel so I can control it. Now I use around a half a cup of honey, and I will take and actually warm this up in some water. So as you can see there, it'll pour. If you don't, it just takes forever to get it all out. Again, the honey does two things. Not only does it help with making a nice sweet taste for you, but the honey has got a lot of good attributes for it, for municipal things. Plus it's really good for your sore throat, and honey is one of the better sweeteners you can use than sugar any day. Give that a good little stir, and I will take and use 1 tablespoon of either lemon, or you can even use a brandy or even a little vodka. The lemon's going to add a little more vitamin C. Get a really good stir. Yeah, you can actually smell that honey in that. And I will take a little taste of it. That's just about right there. So there you have how we make our elderberry syrup. Just take and put it in a jar, get your lid on there, and I just put it in the refrigerator. It lasts from anywhere to 3 to 4 months. take it out. Usually in the morning whenever I'm getting my breakfast together, I'll just take a teaspoon of that. If I feel a little sick, I may take a little bit more. I see it helping me. I don't get as sick as I used to. I do get still colds, but I know it's just not as strong as it used to be. So try making this stuff. It's really good for you. And old timers used to use it all the time. I thank you for coming with me tonight and taking this journey and learning how to do stuff like this. And as we say, do what you can where you're at. Not everybody's got the ability to go out and spend a lot of money, and that right there cost me maybe $2 or $3 altogether to make that, and there's enough there for half a winter for 2 people easily. So hope you enjoyed this, hope you liked it. Please share this so it'll help us build, and give me that big thumbs up, and after you subscribe, hit that notification please. And we've asked for comments, and pray that you put some comments down there and just help us what we can do to help you guys. I thank you and have a good evening.